I'm a little bit upset, Matt, with myself.
Oh yeah, we're on this third time. Why are you upset, Michael?
Yeah, but you still don't know why I'm upset, though. We've tried doing this take 3 times already, but you still don't know why I'm upset.
No, still
I'm
waiting.
upset. I'm upset, Matt, because only when I was editing the last episode did I realise something was wrong. Something was a little bit different, and it was too late to go back and change it. Did,
What
did,
was that?
did you notice anything wrong with the last episode? I got the intro wrong, Matt. I had the intro
Fired.
wrong.
You're fired.
There was a full
Fired.
chunk I missed out, and I was listening back, and I was like, "This isn't right." And I began sort of saying it as the thing was playing. And I was like, "I just didn't say like a full bit of it." For all the listeners that didn't actually notice that I made a crucial error on last week's intro, I'm very sorry. Let's try and get it right this week, shall we? Good morning or afternoon, depending on what time you're listening to this podcast. Welcome to yet another episode of Do Geese Have Udders, the show where we ask the unanswered and answer the unasked, looking at news and online stuff too. As always, I'm Michael Gooch, and I'm joined by my good friend, Matthew Thompson. You all right, Matt?
That's you.
Good, let's start the show.
Yeah, Michael, how have you been?
How have I been?
Couple of Corona. How you been in lockdown?
I'll be honest, like yesterday, I was feeling so drained, and I don't know what it was. Honestly, I woke up and I just looked around. I was like, "What's the point?" And then I started doing some work, and as I said, like I've been doing some of my storyboardy stuff, and I was just like, why am I doing this? Like, I think it's the weather as well. When the weather's miserable, it makes you miserable, especially if you go outside anyway. I mean, like to give you an idea, I mean, like today, if you can't tell, I mean, clearly not as much as you, but I am actually in a really good mood today. I'm just
hyper.
Mood.
I had toast with Marmite. Secret.
That puts you in a good mood.
Yeah.
But to give you an idea, like, I mean, this is what I started before the podcast, if it will come up. It's like
what, a little comic panel sort of thing?
There's storyboarding, but I thought, that's an average type drawing. I thought that sort of sums up the shot and all that. I mean, yesterday, I mean, I don't know what I was doing. That was supposed to be one of my friends. I mean,
looks like a Muppet.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. After I looked at it, I was just like, I've just drawn like a Muppet from something.
The one that beeps with like the pink hair. I don't know what it's called.
Beaker.
I know Grover. Beaker, yes, that's it. Beaker. Yeah, it looks like that. Do love a bit of Beaker.
It's amazing that you've somehow got onto that, because casually on Disney Plus, which I'm thoroughly enjoying, I found a Muppets series on there, which was from a few years ago, but they've done like a mockumentary, so it's almost like watching The Office, but with Muppets. And it's obviously not like, Office level quality, because obviously The Office kind of is aimed at adults a bit more.
And The Office is a comedy.
But that's just what I was about to say, is that the Muppets, so the storylines sometimes are very generic, but some of the humour that they have in it is so clever and so good. So there was one, they were sat around a meeting table because they're planning their next show, and one of the Muppets from the band, and you can tell that the persona of this Muppet is that he is high or drunk. You can tell that from the way he is written. And like,
is that Grover?
No, I can't remember what.
I think that's Sesame Street, not Muppets.
Yeah.
What's the difference between Muppets and Sesame Street?
A Muppet is different to a character on Sesame Street. I can't go into it now, but that's another thing we'll look into.
There you go. I'll put that on.
Write it down. But yeah, they were just sat around a table, and this Muppet just turns to Kermit and goes, what would really help these is if we had like meetings. And Kermit goes,
yeah.
What are you talking about? We're in a meeting right now. And he goes, oh, right. Stands up and goes, hi, my name is... He's like, no, not that meeting. It's just like the little things like that I really enjoy in their writing.
Well, I need to check it out. You said it was on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, yeah.
I have that.
It's a shame. A lot of Muppet stuff before Disney Plus, we never got it in the UK.
No. I only saw the Christmas special, which I think was the Muppets.
Muppets Christmas Carol?
Yeah, I've only seen that.
I think for our generation, that's the only version of A Christmas Carol any of us know. Okay. Okay, so now if you just... Are you all right? You okay?
I'm in the elevator, mate.
I love,
I'm
yeah,
near
but I
next
love if no one was watching it and they were just listening, they wouldn't have the faintest idea what was going on.
That's true. All right.
But I've done a tiny bit of research as well on something,
Yeah.
and then I discarded it entirely because something you sent me this morning, or you posted on a group chat with me and some other people this morning, reminded me of something. And do you remember what video it was you shared earlier, Matt?
I'm gonna say no. I share a lot of stuff.
If I tell you Sasquatch, does that help?
Oh yeah, that vibing. It's a vibe.
Right. So do you want to just explain that very quickly, and I'll then tell you where that led me.
It's a Sasquatch playing the saxophone, so it's a Sasquatch, and it's a little. And it was only 4 minutes long from a 24-minute long video, which was quite nice.
Yeah, it's about 4 minutes of a Sasquatch or a man dressed as Sasquatch. His phone, and he had like all of his little musical things. And what song was he did? Did he do One More Time?
Yeah, one more. No, copyright. Shh. Let's put something on top of that.
And so that then reminded me of something I enjoyed from years ago. Actually, this was only like a couple of years ago, and I'm sure I brought it up with people before. I'm sure I brought it up with you before, but this must have been way before we started doing this show. And it was of a documentary, and I have had to get it up on my computer, which is what I'm looking at now. And so I'm gonna set the scene. This was a couple of years ago, and it must have been about 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know where I had been. I'm hoping it was a party. If not, it was probably at our little bar. And
Homemade bar.
My dad came and picked me up, took me home, and just casually he put on the TV, and it was on the channel Yesterday. We know the channel Yesterday. And it was of this like Bigfoot creature thing.
Sasquatch.
And I just said, well, casually to my dad, what is this? So he put it on guide, and it was something called Bigfoot Captured. And I wanted to go to bed because, as we've said before, I like having a sleep at a reasonable time, not 1 o'clock in the morning. But I was up till about 2:30 watching this documentary because it was so bad.
I think I know what you're on about.
It was absolutely incredible. It was a show called Bigfoot Captured. I looked it up in the morning, and I could not find a copy of it anywhere because I would have wanted to show people this. But
It's on YouTube.
it's not. I've looked on YouTube, but I'm going to get to that in a second. And so Bigfoot Captured, just very quickly, was made in 2015. To give you an idea of how bad it is, it's been rated 2.3 out of 10. That's pretty bad. It was first shown on the History Channel, and it caused such uproar with people because they just called it a joke. Because the History Channel, you know, is all about we won the war and all that type of stuff.
I said it was Yesterday channel.
But then they re-aired it on this Yesterday channel.
Oh, really?
A couple of years later. And so it caused such uproar when apparently it came out because it's so bad. Because it starts off, it's about 2 hours long in total. It starts off like as a proper type of documentary. You know, like they're actually talking to these experts who have maybe found things and all that. And that is genuinely interesting.
Yeah.
Then from about halfway through, you can tell that the crew realized they've got nothing here. They've got nothing worth even continuing. And so the second half of it, basically it transitions terribly into almost a scripted drama of them hunting down Bigfoot, capturing Bigfoot. And the quality of it is like somebody shot it on their phone for like a GCSE project, and my mind just couldn't comprehend it. I was watching this detailed documentary about Bigfoot. I could have gone on the Wii, come back, and suddenly I'm watching these people with like guns, like going around the forest, like trying to kill Bigfoot.
We're gonna find this Bigfoot here. So.
And then you get this really like shaky footage of Bigfoot like in a cage, and it's so clearly a bloke in a monkey suit, like going like this.
Oh yeah,
And it was just the most incredible thing, the incredible stupidest thing I had ever seen. And I said I couldn't find it anywhere. Couldn't find a digital copy. Couldn't find it even like on like a little terrible DVD on eBay or anything. Until earlier today. Earlier today when you sent me that reminded me of it. I was like, I need to keep digging. And I kept on digging and I kept on digging. And I found a digital copy.
Hey,
I'm so happy. I'm going to put a link to it in the description below. And it was to give you an idea on clearly just how many people even watch this. The full thing has been uploaded to Vimeo by clearly a credible source.
Vimeo.
But only it's been there for about 5 years. And only 17 views.
I mean,
our sketches on Michgoo have had more than that.
Oh wow! I mean, our videos have had more than that.
I know, and I found it so incredible. I couldn't comprehend the purpose of it. It was a documentary, then it was a terrible thing. It would be the type of show. I was going to say it's probably the type of show that's up your street. However,
I've seen it.
You're looking really sophisticated today.
Oh, pardon me. Don't feel
Never mind. No, normal Matt's back. It's all good. Carry on.
It's good, mate. He's standing up. That's how it goes. Blood's in his leg and not in his brain.
I mean, all I could really add from that, other than just venting the fact that I absolutely love this terribly made, seriously unserious documentary, is what are your thoughts on Bigfoot?
Yeah. See, the thing is, if they did actually just go around the corner and find Bigfoot, I don't think it would be on the Yesterday channel.
Yeah, well,
you'd see it
that's just it. They could have just done actual documentary, and they could have come to the end and said, you know, that they still don't know. It's like there are things for it, things against it, but they didn't. Just halfway through, you could clearly see that they've just gone, well, this has been a complete waste of time. What should we do now? I know. Let's pretend like we actually find Bigfoot. It was ridiculous.
Around. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
I believe there is some form of hairy creature out there that is somewhere between man and ape. Yes. Whether it's big, I don't know.
I believe there was. I don't think there is anymore. I mean, have you seen like the massive old apes that like as big as like a truck? Not anymore, like they were.
Yeah, like the humongous gorilla.
And I think it's just a story that's been passed down. A big monkey or like a homeless man they catch running through the woods. It's like, oh, it's Bigfoot. Nah, it's just crazy crackhead. Like I don't think it's him.
I saw a post of someone say, it's fantastic that all these people, for example, that, you know, believe like the earth is flat and all that, are the same people that believe Bigfoot is real because of the most pixelated footage you've ever seen going like this.
But you give him footage of the moon landing or the earth being circular, and they're like, nah.
Here, I've got some pixelated footage of a monkey thing roaming about. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we want. The Bigfoot picture's stupid. Like, proper stupid.
Maybe that could be one of our adventures, maybe one day. Maybe with the amateur campers. We'll go and spend the summer hunting down Bigfoot.
Well, where is Bigfoot? Because if I saw a picture of all the Bigfoot sightings in America, and it was basically all of America had a Bigfoot sighting.
Well, that's what I was about to say. So I was about to say, in the US, I think the US have actually successfully said what is a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch or a Yeti.
But Bigfoot.
Yeah, still for most people, including like people in the UK especially, because, you know, there's no Bigfoot here, just Loch Ness Monsters. You pretty much see Bigfoot and Sasquatch as being the same thing, and the Yeti as sort of being the wintry version of that. And so, I mean, just very quickly of having to see, you know, it just seems to be sightings mainly around North America.
I'm just turning my phone sound off.
That was why, because it just went knock knock.
Yeah, there you go.
So literally just North America, it seems to say, which I mean is a big enough area that you can see why they gave up making the documentary.
It's just, I mean, all all you got to do is set up cameras. Then have a little. What do Bigfoots eat? I'm guessing they're like us. Have a curry, kebab, pint of lager. You'll come rushing down and having a look. That's what you want.
Oh, Matt, you cracked it. You cracked it. That's why these film crews are going wrong. They need more cameras and a curry.
Yeah, all they're doing is leaving berries. What sort of Bigfoot would eat a berry? A lager, a vindaloo. Boom, he's coming back.
You've cracked it. He said, right, if for all the people that do this certain bit of homework, the next day I'll go out and buy KFC for you lot. Like the next day came, like maybe I think 3 or 4 people did the homework out of like 20 people. And that lunchtime, he got in his car, drove to the nearest KFC and came back with like 5 bargain buckets.
Jeez.
He's just like, there you guys go. And we're like, oh my God,